on your cape.
Oh, it's so silly. Wait.
Step up to the platform.
Contract of employment?
You've earned it.
Wait. Hold on. I haven't seen this yet. I walked past this the first time. The contract of employment. I thought this was a Wall of the Dead. I didn't realize it was a contract of fucking employment. Oh my god. Are these both the same? Oh god, no they're not. Okay, hold on. We're gonna read this. What if I... okay, here we go. I can read it with the scope. The following contract is made between and entered into by the Helldiver Division of the Super Earth Armored Forces, hereby referred to as the Enlister, and the individual who has successfully completed their preliminary Helldiver training, as set forth in Exhibit A of the Super Earth Armed Forces Recruitment and Retention Manual, Part 27B 10264, hereby referred to as the Enlisted. How many times are they going to refer to the Enlisted? The following contract is entered into willingly, and the Enlisted confirms that they have authority to enter into such an agreement at this time, being of sound mind and body, of legal age, and of citizenship grade.
Please keep moving through the training course at this time.
E or above. Hey, shh. We're learning some very important contract. This is much better. The enlisted shall perform the services outlined in Appendix A in accordance with the operational directives identified by Super Earth High Command and the President of Super Earth, by the Democratic Council of Super Earth, accredited employees of the Ministries of Super Earth, accredited representatives of the parties aforementioned in clauses 1.1, 1.1, accredited representatives of those representatives, hereby referred to as the authorized command structure. The authorized command structure may, at any point with no prior notice, make amendments to the schedule of services outlined in Appendix A. A copy of Appendix A may, if required, be obtained by the enlisted through contacting the relevant authorities in the CF Administrative Corps, with a hard copy of Appendix to be delivered to the requesting enlisted within 5 to 10 business years. 5 to 10 business years? Holy shit, dude! What am I getting myself into? I am recording that. Okay. This is highlighted. Where is it? Okay. The services performed by the enlisted for the enlister shall include, but are not limited to, active combat operations, which may include, but shall not be limited to, raids, deployments, invasions, sorties, forays, assaults, blitzes, incursions, onslaughts, liberations, razings, flattenings, and nukings. Non-combat operations, which may include, but shall not be limited to, parades, interviews, signings, and appearances, executions, both summary and otherwise, interplanetary transportation, including the escort of civilian or democratic vessels, and any activities deemed necessary to the pursuit of the aims identified by I, the enlister, and II, the authorized command structure. In order to enable full and complete enactment of these services, the enlisted is hereby authorized to employ lethal force, non-lethal non-force, and lethal non-force to be employed at the discretion of the enlisted.
Excuse me, please move through the training course quickly as possible. Thank you. Have a good day.
Go away, Jesus! The enlisted may not subcontract in whole or in part any of the duties requested of them by the enlister. Okay. The services shall be performed by the enlisted at locations identified by I, the enlisted, II, the authorized command structure, in order to enable the completion of the services in an efficient and a timely manner. The enlisted will be entrusted with the command of Class E Super Destroyer, Series Crewed Interplanetary Combat Vessel, hereby referred to as the Super Destroyer. Upon the termination of the contract for the enlisted, refer to Section 5, Termination, command of this Super Destroyer will be transferred to the next eligible enlisted in the order designated by the serving shipmaster, the enlister, the authorized command structure, accredited representatives of the parties listed in clauses 1.31.
Excuse me, please move through the training course quickly as possible.
Go away.
Thank you. Have a good day.
1.31, the heirs, successors, and assigns of the enlisted have no right, claim, or interest in the ownership command of the Super Destroyer. Should the actions of the enlisted result in loss, damages, or impediments to the Super Destroyer, requiring ameliorative or restorative action, the cost of such repairs shall be subtracted from the martyrdom payment due to the heirs or successors of the enlisted. The martyrdom payment. Oh my god. Dude. Alright, we gotta keep going. We gotta keep going. Alright. The enlisted will be responsible for the purchasing, maintenance, replacement, and improvement of the equipment used for the provision of services. If the contract of the enlisted is terminated due to the conditions outlined in Clause 5.1, absence of a pulse, the equipment purchased, maintained, replaced, and improved by the enlisted shall stay with the destroyer and shall be made available to the next Helldiver to command the vessel. Remuneration. For the performance of the services outlined within the schedule set forth in Appendix A, the Helldiver shall receive monetary compensation for services rendered. The compensation will vary in line with the services performed. The enlisted reserves the right to, at any time,
Please keep moving through the training course at this time. Over.
The compensation shall vary in line with the services performed. I'm just going to start ignoring her. Line with the services performed, the enlister reserves the right to, at any time, with no prior notice, make amendments to the schedule of payments. Okay. Wait, oh, the enlister. Oh, no. Well, I guess they could just withhold our paychecks then. I didn't realize that. The enlister acknowledges that the position of the enlisted, Helldiver, is classified by the Super Earth Ministry of Employment as an exceptionally patriotic duty. Accordingly, upon commencement of the delivery of services, the immediate family members of the enlisted, defined as parents, siblings, heirs, and successors, You thought you were getting paid? I mean, like, maybe? I don't know, man. Shall receive 4.5 citizenship points to be allocated at the recipient's discretion. This compensation will be non-transferable and may not be exchanged for a cash equivalent. In the event of the non-continuation of the alive status of the enlisted in the course of the rendition of services, a martyrdom payment shall be made to the immediate family members of the enlisted, defined as parents, siblings, heirs, and successors, minus any dispensations outlined in Section 1.3. Confidentiality in classified materials. In the course of the rendition of services, the enlisted is likely to become exposed to information of strategic importance, including but not limited to maps, mission briefings, internal procedural documentation, details of products, prices, and seasonal discounts. The enlister and enlisted agree that any and all privileged information, collectively classified materials viewed by the enlisted, shall be maintained in the strictest secrecy by the enlisted, with all reasonable efforts made to avoid transfer, linkage, dissemination, publication, conveyance, and or seepage of classified materials. And 2, shall be provided in formats which are traceable to the enlisted in the event of transfer, leakage, dissemination, publication, conveyance, and or seepage. The enlisted agrees to return any and all data, documents, dispatcheries, manuals, maps, and notes pertaining to classified materials upon termination of this contract requested by the enlister. This is fucking amazing, by the way. Arrowhead, if you're listening to this, this is glorious. Any information made known to the enlisted outside of the operational parameters, which it is not considered customarily known to the general citizenry, or which was not known to the enlisted prior to the commencement of this agreement, shall, for the purposes of clarity, be considered controlled classified materials. For the access of controlled classified materials, explicit, advance written consent must be obtained by the enlisted. To read these terms and conditions in full shall be considered... We're just not gonna... Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. To read these terms and conditions in full shall be considered a breach of Clause 1.2. Oh shit! They're I'm breaching the contract, boys! Hold on, let me reload my machine gun. I might need it in a second. Unless otherwise stated, the enlisted shall be solely and exclusively responsible for any and all damage, harm, liability, loss, costs, expenses, craters, atrocities, and crimes, civil, uncivil war caused, created, or generated during the course of rendition of services. The enlisted hereby identifies the enlister and the authorized command structure, including but not limited to any employees, representatives, heirs, and successors against any costs, challenges, losses, damages, or expenses without limitation arising from or relating in any way to the renditions of services by the enlisted. Any damage sustained by the enlisted, whether reputational or corporeal, including but not limited to the incineration, evisceration, spinal separation, vaporization, crushing, freezing, burning, decapitation, paper cuts, explosion, contusion, removal of arms and or limbs, addition of arms and or limbs, dizziness, nausea, shortness of breath, and or death shall not be considered the responsibility of the enlister. Oh, that's amazing. Getting a clip of that. Oh, did we? Oh, yeah, we did. Oh, no. Okay, come here. All right. Termination. This agreement will be governed by the laws of Super Earth and shall be terminated in the event that I, the enlisted, is mortally wounded, such that medical attention shall not be physically or financially justifiable. 2. The enlisted expresses a seditious, dangerous, or traitorous thoughts, opinions, actions, or sentiments by the enlister for any reason. Notice of the cause of termination is not required. The provisions of sections 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6 shall survive termination. You accidentally killed Cap, breach of contract. Hey. That wasn't me killing them. That was them dying to a super destroyer round that hit them from orbit. I didn't call that in. No. That was somebody else. The enlisted... Alright, 6. General provisions. The enlisted consents to personal information, including but not limited to biometric, patriotic, and demographic data to be collected and processed by the enlister, the authorized command structure, and appropriate agents of the Super Earth Armed Forces and Democratic Council. The enlisted consents to personal samples, including but not limited to flesh, bone, and blood, to be collected and processed by the enlister, the authorized command structure, appropriate agents of the Super Earth Armed Forces, and Democratic Council. The enlisted provides unequivocal and irrevocable consent to the use of experimental weaponries, technologies, and narcotics. The contract shall be considered binding upon being read in whole or in part. Oh shit! No! I've agreed. What have I done? What have I done? By trying to know my rights, I have lost my rights. You bastards! Wait, hold on. There's still a small bit of text here. Oh, God, it's really hard to read. Hold on, I have a pistol. Wait, hold on. There we go. For the purposes of the... Alright, for the purposes of the... What the fuck? For the purposes of the public... Oh, my God. They own you now. For the purposes of... Oh, God, that's hard to read. The Gilliard suspending 1 second utilities... For the purposes of elimination of doubt, the enlisted spending 1 second within 15 meters of a copy of the contract shall be interpreted as the contract being read.